What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for stopping by. My name is Michael, also known as Hyrule Dude. Today we're going to be going over part 5 of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild walkthrough, and we just spoke to Impa, and what we're going to be completing is the locked Momentos. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to travel over to Hateno Village, but this part of the map is not yet complete because we didn't activate the tower. So we're going to follow this path here from KAKARIKO Village all the way down. We're going to go to the right, which would be to the east, and we're going to head over to where you see this marker here. Now, the reason why we have to go here is because Impa told us that our Sheikah slate was missing a few things. It wasn't complete, and we had to go ahead and get it worked on. So we're headed over to Hateno Village to the Ancient Tech Lab. So I'm going to go ahead and begin my march here to get my horse at the entrance of KAKARIKO Village. Don't worry, I'm going to activate my map really soon so you can see exactly where we're going, so you don't get lost and you could follow along. Alright, so once we get out of the village, we can officially speed up our horse so we can go a little bit faster. We're literally going to go right down this road, and eventually we're going to hit a bridge, and the bridge is called KAKARIKO Bridge. Very fitting name since it's next to the village. So let's go ahead and cross over the bridge, and we're going to be quickly approaching a fork in the road. From there, we're going to continue heading east, and we're going to take the path, the eastern path. Alright, and now eventually, just staying on this path, we're going to see this gate here. It's going to be Fort Hateno. So let's go ahead and continue moving through the fort, and this is going to be literally right here at the edge of the map. This is the location we do not have activated. So what we're looking for is the tower. Okay, we're going to activate the tower right away so that it's on our map and we know where to go. So continue on the path. You're going to be going up some hills and down some hills. And eventually, if you look up, you're going to see this tower, as you can see right here on the screen. So the goal is just to make our way towards the tower. Alright, so there's a bunch of bokoblins. I got a little nervous. My horse is not functioning properly and not cooperating and listening to my commands. But I did make it away safely. So let's go ahead and keep it. And then you have these bokoblins and these moblins hiding around the corner. It's pretty dangerous, so make sure you're careful. Alright, so we're finally approaching Hateno Tower. We're going to climb up this cliff. Be careful, there's an enemy right here at the base of the cliff. But we're going to continue moving towards the tower itself. So here at the base of the tower, we're going to want to take out a fire arrow and start burning all of these vines off of the tower so that we can go ahead and climb up it. You can take advantage of the draft that it provides to kind of get a head start up the tower, as you can see here. You're likely going to need to burn more than one vine if you'd like for comfort. I could have probably just climbed around it, but it's just easier to get rid of it. All right, so we finally made it up to the top of the tower on our very last breath. So let's go ahead and activate the tower. We're going to finally be able to see and take a look at the map to get a look of the land and see where we're going. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so we have extracted the regional map. So let's go ahead and make our way back down the tower. Obviously, I'm not going to climb down. I'm just going to jump down and use my paraglider. My horse is down there. And we're going to land right next to him. All right, in all honesty, I wanted to land on him, but for some reason, I didn't, and I'm not quite sure why I didn't. Let's go ahead and make our way back down this very long path here. And we're going to continue on the road towards the marker that you see on the map there that's blinking. So, yeah, let's go ahead and continue our journey. All right, we're continuing to go east, just literally following the path right along. And we are about to enter into the village. All right, so we're finally entering into Hateno Village, and we are going to complete a few different tasks here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the shrine that's at the beginning of this village, so we have easy access to the village whenever we want. Also, it's about to rain, so I'm going to sleep by this fire overnight, and then I'm going to go ahead and complete this shrine. Now, I'm not going to go over the shrine itself because it's pretty simple, but this is where it is, and I recommend completing it. So we're going to continue making our way towards the actual tech lab here, where we're going to speak to the director and the assistant to the director as well. Now, they're located all the way at the top of the town. So we're basically just going to walk through the center of town and continue making our way to the actual lab. Now, right around this point in the town, you're able to call your horse by whistling to him, and from here, you can actually run through with the horse, so it'll save you a little bit of time traveling all the way to the lab. All right, so we're finally here at the tech lab. So let's go ahead and walk in, and we're going to talk to the director. Her name is Purah, and also her assistant. His name is Symin. But as you notice here, when we talk to Purah, she's going to basically tell me that the gentleman in the back is the director, which is totally not true. I'm not quite sure why she lied about it, but it's kind of cute. So now she's directing us to talk to Symin. So let's go ahead and talk to him really quick.
Yeah.
So come to find out, Impa already spoke to Symin and told him I would be coming. I don't know how that was possible because there were no phones back then, and I went pretty quick on my horse. So, but either way, you know, Impa, she's a powerful woman. So, let's go ahead and talk to the director again. Again, her name is Purah. So let's go ahead and show her the Sheikah Slate, see what she could do to help us. Okay, so back to Purah. Yes, she is the director. Snappity snap. So basically, she's telling me she's not gonna fix my Sheikah Slate for free unless I run some errands for her, which is basically taking a blue flame and lighting all of the torches, basically surrounding Hateno Village. So conveniently, there is a torch inside of the tech lab right here on the wall. I'm going to have to drop a weapon to add it because I don't have enough room in my inventory. So I'm going to take my sword here and just drop that. So heading outside, you can see that it's raining outside. So that's obviously not good. So what you're going to want to do if you're in a situation like that, just go right back into the lab and take a bundle of wood out and light a fire. You can actually do this indoors, and which I don't think is that safe, but you can do it to sleep overnight and escape the rain. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so outside, as you can see, it's nice and sunny. It's actually a really, really nice day here in Hyrule. So let me go ahead and hop on my horse because we're going to go ahead and get that blue flame. So we have our torch, and let's make our way down the mountain here. So we're headed to the ancient furnace in the center of town, basically. Here is where we're going to get the blue flame, and we're going to have to bring it back to the Hateno Village. Now, the problem with the flame is it goes out, right? So we're going to light these lamp torches here along the way to keep the flame going and moving forward. Now, conveniently, there is a stream right here in between where the blue flame is and where we need to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my torch. And so now I'm going to begin lighting all of the lamps along the way back towards the lab. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hop on my horse. And I'm going to go ahead and relight my torch because, as you can see, it went out. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so time to get moving. This is going to save us a lot of time by taking the horse out. Alright, so let me go ahead and light this one here. I'll light this one. And I'm going to go ahead and make my way to the right. And I'm going to continue going up the hill. And now I'm going to go ahead and light the furnace for Purah. So let me go ahead and run inside and talk to her. And she's going to let me know that the guidance stone is now ready for me to put my Sheikah Slate in to get the necessary and needed upgrades. So let me go ahead and talk to Purah, and she's going to let me know that the guidance stone is now ready to get the Sheikah Slate for the upgrade. So that is perfect. We have mission accomplished. All right, so now we have the camera rune that has been added to the slate. So that is pretty cool. If you look, you'll see a bunch of photos that come along with this. These are called captured memories, and so they're locations where Link will remember things from 100 years ago. So you could always refer to the Sheikah slate to identify those locations when you come across a familiar place in Hyrule. So Purah now wants us to take a picture of her. I guess she wants us to get a little bit of practice. So let me go ahead and get a quick pic of Purah. Okay, she wants to take a look at the photo to make sure it's a good picture. And she thinks it's great. So that's cool. She's crazy. So she's basically telling us that if we come back with ancient materials, she will be able to power up our runes. So for the Sheikah sensor, she will need 3 ancient screws. And for the remote bombs, she's going to need 3 ancient shafts. And then for stasis, 3 ancient cores. If we bring those materials, we'll be able to do an upgrade on our slate. So let's make sure to keep that in mind. I'm definitely going to do that and make sure to get that upgrade because it's worth it. So let's go ahead and go outside of the building, and we're going to transport back to KAKARIKO Village because we have to now update Impa and move forward and progress in the game. So let's go ahead and transport there now. Alright, so we're finally back to KAKARIKO Village. Let's go ahead and head over to Impa's house. I'm going to go ahead and paraglide over, and let's see what she has to say. So let's go ahead and enter into Impa's house, and we're going to have a quick discussion with Impa, see what's going on, let her know that the Sheikah Sleep has been upgraded. So she's telling us that she already spoke to Purah, and we have finally completed the locked moment. So at this point, she wants to take a look at some of the pictures that are on the Sheikah Slate. And she reminds us, kind of like what Purah said, that if we go to these locations, we should have some memories come back to us. Because remember, it's been 100 years since Link has been awake. He recently woke up and he does not remember anything. So she's telling us that we should go visit one of those locations. So let's go ahead and do that. And once we complete it, she wants us to come back. So the new objective is something called captured memories. So let's go ahead and get that completed right now. Let's go ahead and transport to the Omen Ow Shrine, which is one of the first shrines that we completed in the game. It's towards the west, and it's right by the Great Plateau Tower. So once you're here, you're going to want to head to the direction behind the shrine, which is going to be north. Let's go ahead and climb to the very edge of the Great Plateau, practically here. And from here, we're going to go ahead and mark the location that we're going to paraglide to. And that's going to be the area that we find the first captured memory. All right, so let's go ahead and paraglide over. And we will land exactly where we placed our marker, so that's pretty cool. All right, so run around this forest here towards the north, and you're going to see this little ledge here in the middle of the woods, and there's a glowing thing, and that's actually where the captured memory is. So let's go ahead and stand right here at the center and recall this memory, which is actually a really cool memory, so let's go ahead and watch this.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City. Then, we'll need some adjustments on that divine beast so Daru can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think that divine beast was actually built by people. That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These divine beasts, so much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
Wow, that is crazy. This is the first time anyone has actually heard the voice of Zelda in a game. So this was a really big thing. I mean, and it was really, really cool. So to hear her voice and her accent was really, really awesome. So let's go ahead and head back to KAKARIKO Village because we have officially completed the task. And from here, we're going to get the next direction from Impa the Great. All right, back in KAKARIKO Village, same drill. Let's go ahead and paraglide over to Impa's house and see what she says. Okay, so we're rewarded with the Champion's Tunic. The reason why this tunic is unique, very, very unique, is because it actually reveals the enemy's life gauge. So if you're fighting somebody, you can see how much life they have left. A lot of people have asked me on my videos, you know, how do you put a gauge? How do you see how much life they have left? And it's simply by wearing the Champion's Tunic. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to Impa again, and she's going to tell me a little bit about my last encounter with Ganon. And I'm going to ask her about the 4 divine beasts. And we're going to get the locations of the divine beasts listed onto our Sheikah slates. So the first one's going to be the divine beast Va Rudania. Then there is Va Medo, and then Va Ruta, and then also Va Naboris. So as you can see, all of the divine beast locations are spread throughout Hyrule on the map, and they're also marked there. So that's going to be our next target. So we're going to be heading to our first location in the next video. I'm very excited to do that. So thank you so much for watching, YouTube. That's going to wrap up this video. Of course, I love you all. I really appreciate all of the support. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you on the next video coming out really, really soon. May God bless everyone. Take care.